Okay. Want this tea?
Yes. Thank you. There you are.
Live.
Wowie.
I'll make sure to speak into your microphone.
Yeah, testing. I will. And let me make sure that it's... Yeah. I'm just gonna look at the fridge. I see it's the corner of my head over there. I have to get that video.
You can talk into the camera. You're live.
Oh yeah, it's my face. I don't have to put... You saw the chat? I was just looking at it. Alrighty. I'm just watching you move my head around, which is funny.
What are you working on today?
Oh, yeah. Hello. Oh, look, are you watching me too? So I'm working
So,
on. Oh,
what?
I see the Twitch.
I think you, wait, did I do that?
Yeah, you did that.
Oh, no, it's your, you move stuff around on your desktop.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to put quick.
QuickTime just gotta stay over there. Yes.
Okay, is it there? Is it better now?
Yep.
I just had to bring up the Americanatopia intro.
Nice.
But it's all right now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just looking at, it was just bringing up the files I needed.
Nice.
Which includes the, PDF from Ian yesterday. And I was making a little to start.
You gotta, if you're gonna talk, you gotta talk in your microphone.
How are you feeling?
Sorry, I just messed up something with the audio. Mm-hmm.
See. Or too small, rather. For sketching, but it all might be fine. Trying to make a little frame inside.
Okay. Now sorry, say all that again. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, just to test the audio? Yeah. I am making a story. I'm preparing the file for drawing out the storyboards, which I've never, using the iPad, have. Oh, shoot. I've never had a great way to do it digitally. I've done it before on the iPad, and it's just fine. Like, yeah, it's just fine to work on. So then I'm gonna just duplicate, bring down a bunch of these. So I'm just setting up a file. I'll probably just arrange them by how they are given to me in this PDF.
I see you.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, everyone say yay!
Yay!
What the hell are you doing?
Everyone's here but you, Ian.
Can you hear Ian?
Yeah. Why, can you hear Ian?
No, my sound was turned off. Weird.
I can't hear Jonathan if he's talking.
Oh, here, just a
I
second.
can't hear Jonathan.
Coming at it. My microphone.
But I had it muted, that's
my
why.
microphone was turned off. My
You
microphone.
too.
That.
We're more fun than a barrel of monkeys. Is that what you're gonna say?
Why did he stop talking to us? Does he hate us?
Computer's struggling right now. I don't know what's happening. It's loading.
My PDF?
Of Jonathan's article?
Jonathan's article.
Is that the PDF
Oh
you're
yeah,
talking about?
yeah. Like his. By article you mean his blog post that I edited?
Sure. I looked at it on my phone. I kind of just browsed just to look at the pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, the pictures are great. There's so much. Did you see all the ones I got? I love highlighting, putting the Panama hologram whatever thing that we called the pop-up celebrity office work from vacation. Or we had like a weird name for it. But I loved giving it its due.
Well, it had those celebrity cutouts, if you remember.
I do. Now that you mention it, I remember because there was stuff in like the other. I don't know if we have a photo of like what Sam was doing, and was Will there? I'm not sure.
Sam and Will and Carmen and Chris. There was 4 cubicle stalls, each with a different theme happening.
Were they just the cubicles from the your GoPro's low on battery, Johnny? Were they just the cubicles from Condo Maxium?
Yes. I don't know. I know.
I mean,
but they were
released until the intern relief initiative, so.
I just don't really remember the timing of events.
That was so. Condo Maxium was like November, December, possibly into January. Then that would have been January, the first Thursdays.
Okay, so it came after.
Yeah, it came after, and then we had 2 first Thursdays. We also had the December one for 2014.
Wait, what the hell was that? There's a
Nothing.
second cat in a room with people.
Don't worry about it.
And she was jacking off.
Don't.
What?
Dude.
Where did you share the PDF again?
In Discord in the Eternity channel. Looks like Johnny that you're
Yeah. Working on it.
Okie dokie. This is all good to see.
What do you mean?
How the sausage is made.
Oh. You think people like this?
Mm-hmm. Oh fuck, sorry.
So I assume you haven't been streaming.
I am streaming.
He is streaming. We are live.
Oh. Where are you streaming? Everywhere?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we stream to YouTube?
Yeah.
Cool. Does it auto save the video then?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm bringing you back into focus, Cat.
That's
Just a minute.
How's your day going, Ian?
Did the car mechanic work out?
I mean, I dropped the car off. And he had a whole pipe and everything.
A what?
Well, new parts for my exhaust system.
Whoa.
Because it was, falling. It was about to do the same thing that yours did. Except, maybe in the middle of like rural Quebec or something.
Instead of the driveway.
Yeah. Driveway's best. I find one of the biggest stress of your car breaking down somewhere is like, what do I do with the car, and then what do I do with the body after?
Where do I dump the body?
Like, they're two separate problems.
Yeah.
And they're both very they're immediate.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, it's a lot easier to get parts here, and just parts for Hondas in general is really easy to get.
Really? That's great.
Yeah, Hondas are like the default. It was one of the reasons that I bought one.
Look, I'm on TV.
I see you.
Actually, the our audience can't see us yet. Kat, you should invite some of your nerd friends to this.
Oh, yeah. I could. I wait 1 sec.
I hope they don't watch earlier and look back on the stream to see I called them nerds.
That's really true. That'd be really embarrassing for you.
Well, you didn't specify which friends.
I wasn't talking about you. Whoever's listening right now, I wasn't talking about you.
There's a in the Hand-Eye Society.
I can take offense if I want to. That's my right.
Okay, there. Now I'm in the room. Oh yeah.
I put it in Hand-Eye Society.
Ian, I was thinking while Kat's doing drawings, we could try to work on the theme songs more.
What does that mean to you?
It means I sing it.
What is collab?
Then you're like, oh, that sounds
working
good.
on a theme song.
I start singing it, and then you're like, that sounds good, or you're like, that sounds bad.
Okay.
What does it mean to you?
I don't know. Musicians like to jam and do weird, freaky, bad things like that, and I just want to make sure that you're not expecting me to do anything freaky or bad like that.
No, I would never.
Oops, don't look at that.
Okay, now I'm just going to make a post on my Insta.
Very. See. Damn, these blueberries are so good. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, so I have one strategy for creating these storyboards and the file itself. And it's just a giant vertical stack of art.
Sounds good.
Not what we just want. That's how I did it for the other VR thingy. Like the way back when we were doing the first version of Intern. entered guided meditations. Darkness. Frame intentionally left dark.
Are you? Oh, I don't. I think it's maybe
What? Is the audio not coming through?
No, I was doing something wrong.
Why?
I was doing something badly.
I don't know. That sounds
Okay,
judgmental.
now we're good.
These are gonna be rough.
I wasn't sharing your iPad properly, Kat, but now I am.
Oh, it's like clipped off a little, I see. But maybe you fixed it.
No.
I'm just looking at the stream.
Yeah. I need to. I need another monitor.
Something stuck on my face. I think it's cat hair. Oh, there we go. Ian, we finished the season finale of The Boys yesterday.
How was it? How do you feel about the show as a whole?
Well, I feel like that they really jammed a lot in the last episode, and I felt that the season had kind of dragged, so I was a little surprised. Like, I didn't, as a viewer, I was really bored by certain characters, like certain characters getting some extra time on screen. The characters that I like, but I didn't need to see anything. I didn't need to see greater character development on their parts. I was happy with the level of complexity that I'd already witnessed. But yeah, it was really fun. It was a fun. I'm interested for next season. I hope they keep it more fast paced than just like, I don't want the character focused episodes.
It's still going, eh?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. It's like it did feel like they could have like cut out certain episodes entirely from this season and then just taken that final episode and made it like and broken it up into longer fights. I feel would have been an option instead, or just kind of progressed further in the story. But oh, that was me who was I was blocking the...
Yeah, it's better now, though.
Okay. There we go. Now you got it. Sorry, I didn't realize my Discord was in the way.
That's okay.
Where are you in the series, Ian?
I think I've only watched like 2 or 3 episodes in season 2. I like it. I don't like... I'm not like hungry for it. I find it as like it's junk. Like in a good way.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I feel like I mostly only watch junk. So I don't know, like, what is it about this show that specifically feels like an extra layer of like, I find it like the writing style is like, I find a lot of the episode I don't care about, but there'll be like 2 or 3 scenes or events that are like extremely unique and interesting or funny, like that really stand out. So it's like, I find watching them as a lot of like, okay, I'm bored. And then I just get hit with this thing. And I'm like, wow, this thing. And that will kind of keep me going. But yeah, like I don't care about the boys. Like they are like, every time I'm with them, I'm just like, don't care.
Totally. Rather hang
when
out.
when the superheroes are interacting, I'm interested, or when it's anything to do with Vought, I'm interested. But like a lot of the show is, like Sam Roberts, being like, I'm really struggling with the horrible things that have happened in my life.
Yeah, I also.
But you've never known me as anything else, so like, I don't even really see the journey of that character. I mean, like maybe you see it, like maybe it's a long, slower journey, but it's like the bad thing happens to him in episode 1. It's an inciting incident, but I don't remember, or I don't think I knew anything about the character was literally nothing before. So it just is this like watch my girlfriend get blown up, and then things have been pretty crazy since. So yeah, I don't really care about him. Butcher is like fun, but so shticky that it's like I don't feel it sustains. And then the other two I don't really care about them. I like the nice dad. Yeah, I mean where I'm at with Frenchie, he just tried to kiss what's her name. And that's bad and boring. Yeah. I like the storyline with her brother. But him just being kind of a big creep who wants to date her has been not enjoyable. When he's like trying, like even like not even when he kisses her, but leading up to that, when he's trying to get her brother, who he is actively imprisoning, to teach him their secret language. It's so just like, oh, you're just a creep. You're just like a a go for it creep.
Forgot about that.
I liked him up until that little storyline in a kind of neutral way. Like he was just sort of like seemed charming, and I could forgive him for being French. I kind of like the OCD. What's his name?
Yeah, Mother's Milk.
That's his name?
Yeah, MM they call him, but his name's Mother's Milk. Because in the comic book, he gets superpowers by drinking his mom's breast milk.
Oops. You're currently sharing this machine with another user. Do you want to continue sharing?
Probably. What are you? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it updating? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're
it's
still
a
good.
little behind.
So wait, there's a second breast milk theme
In the comic,
Homelander
in the comic book. I don't know if the Homelander thing is in the comic book or not. Yeah. But his mom is like a weird monster, and her boobs are like tentacles in the comic book. It looks so dumb.
Not a fan. Not a fan. We watched like a video last night of like not comparing it exactly, but just like this is why the show's actually better than the book.
Huh. Marvin T. Milk. That's his name. Monique Milk is his wife.
Maybe the boys get eventually. Has temporary V been introduced yet?
Nope.
I think the boys' characters get better once that happens.
Yeah, I mean, just sort of like kind of starting to get into the alt-right stuff with Stormfront.
That was a pretty wild narrative.
Still is for me.
Yeah.
I'm still in
It's
it.
not over yet. For me, it's just beginning.
But yeah, I don't know if I think I'm just gonna keep watching it, but I have no idea how much of it I'll watch or at what pace.
It's really the last episode of this season was really great, but there's a lot of slog to get there, and like they really.
It's 4 seasons. You just finished the 4th season. Is that what the most recent season is?
Yeah. What I'm going
Last night I went to Esther's she does this little like movie series. Sometimes in her living room, sometimes on she's got like a rooftop deck And this one was like love with animals themed. One was called Love on a Leash, about a man who sort of a playboy man who gets punished by a spirit and turned into a dog, and then has to create like a Princess and the Toad situation. And the other one is called Baby Cat, and it's about a woman who moves to LA to get a new job and starts a relationship or friendship or whatever with the cat that goes around her building, but it's not actually a cat, it's just a woman dressed as a cat. They were both really, really good. And the Love on a Leash was like, the soundtrack was extremely off-putting in a really horrible way, because apparently this movie was made by this Chinese woman, and it got funding from this priest in the States who thought it had a good Christian message. But then when he saw the movie, he really didn't like it, and he pulled all the funding, so she couldn't afford any of the licensed music. So she just took it all out. And so it's just quiet? Like freakishly quiet a lot of the times. And the funniest part of it is that like when he's a dog, it's a different voice. Like the voice actor is a different actor than the person. And he clearly was like, they clearly recorded his parts really fast. And it feels like they just showed him clips and gave him the bare bones of the story and just had him do improv comedy. It's like really awful. Like the rest of it's like this emotional story with this, like, the woman's a really good actor and she's crying all the time, but then all of a sudden this dog, and he's just like, I gotta get me some doggy Prozac. Anyways, highly recommend both Love on a Leash and Baby Cat. And Baby Cat looks like it was done with zero budget. They want her apart, like they were shooting her apartment that I guess was an apartment, because whenever they open the door, it's like a really bad green screen to show outside.
Not a very high budget thing to get shots of the outdoors, but I guess.
Yeah.
How do you look up the movie Baby Cat? It's got awful SEO. Oh wait, I found it.
A Baby Cat movie.
Yeah, I found it.
I think it was on Tubi.
Tubi's got everything.
Yeah. I think we watched it on Tubi.
Wow. Looks kind of frightening.
Baby Cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really frightening. It's like it's so badly made that it's sort of like disgusting. But the story holds up in the long term. Like as it was ending, I was just like, this kind of starts off being like, why am I watching this horrifically awful film? Maybe, like the cat lady's like, like sort of hot.
Yeah, she's kind of wearing a thong.
What?
The actors are interesting. But it's like everything's so bad and nothing really makes sense. But by the time it's wrapping up, I'm like, I'm glad I watched this. This story was really good and quite satisfying.
Whoa.
Love on a Leash is like a better made film, despite what I said about the sound. And the woman who plays the lead is just like just way too good of an actor for the script. Like she's really turning lead into gold the whole time.
Whoa, I love that idea.
The script is so bad and everyone else looks horrible, but for whatever reason, she just seems so real and so alive. And so but she's like, the script has her always like having a mental breakdown and crying. So you do get kind of sick of that. I'm looking at her on IMDb right now. She's on 2 episodes of Gilmore Girls.
That's where she got her chops.
Yeah. Learning from the great, I don't know either of those actors' names. Lauren Graham? Lauren Graham. Beloved Gen X icon Lauren Graham. who I think is a pretty bad actor. Or like Gilmore Girls was a really weird script. Great though.
Oh, don't you have a professor who that was like the thing he talked about?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if he'd gone off on a Gilmore Girls rant in class before. I think that just happened to be he's got a lot of interests that he wants to talk about.
Yeah, that
Maya
that
and
was,
her mom love Gilmore Girls. I think Gilmore Girls is great, but it's very theatrical. It's like from a different era of like TV writing where I was sort of like and then what's the mom's actual name? Lorelai. Lorelai's parents are played by two ridiculously good dramatic stage actors, and like whenever she's like visiting her parents, the show just gets 200% better. And you're like, what am I watching? I'm like is this is this Bernard Shaw suddenly is like writing Gilmore Girls?
I gotta get it. Now that we're done the boys, we can get into Gilmore Girls.
It is good.
The people wouldn't still be talking about it if it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Like it
Well,
looks.
college professors wouldn't be still talking about it if it wasn't pop.
Yeah. Nick has questionable tastes though. Like some of the things he brings up I'm a little confused by, but Gilmore Girls I'll co-sign on.
Maybe sometimes if you're a writer type person, you can be interested in the craft of something even if it's not good. Something like that.
I don't think he's like that. I think he's trash. I think his interests are purely based off of his like desires.
Trashy desires?
Yeah, like just whatever fulfills him in that moment, he's just he's a real cum pig when it comes to television. Can I say that on stream?
This is a PG. This is a PG-13 stream.
Yeah, there was 4 viewers, and I said cum big, and it immediately dropped to 3. If I say it 3 more times, YouTube will drop off the stream. I probably can't say it in the chat, right? Like a bot would stop me.
I don't know.
Well, only one way to try. So far, so good.
Oh God. I don't want anyone thinking that's the kind of channel we run around here.
Oh yeah, it's kind of my favorite swear.
Like that together?
Yeah. I don't feel like cum on its own is quite a swear. It kind of depends on how you use it, but yeah, I really can't delete that. It's just stuck in our chat, eh? Just Cass says, "Oh, it's my face," and I say, "Cum pig."
Oh no!
Just testing the bots.
Yeah, I can't delete it. I can just block you.
Not calling anyone that. Or saying
Especially
it
not
for
me.
no reason. Forgive me, for I have sinned. I'm going to put on the kettle. We'll be right back.
Ooh,
Nice.
Cool.
What are you drawing now, Kat?
I'm still drawing the storyboards.
Yeah, I know, but what specifically? What kind of object are you drawing?
Specifically, I'm drawing this heartbeat's gonna establish. Where does it say? A bridge cuts through an endless bubbling bog. So I thought it could go from I thought so. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like the sequences. So I was thinking that this could. What am I on this? Yeah, so that this could actually turn the little guy character could turn into. You just like see him. Whoops, that's the wrong tool. You see his body. I don't actually really like know how to animate.
Well,
So
we'll just draw one frame at a time.
yeah.
I don't think there should be any like. When we were watching Has Been Hotel the other day, and like the pilot rather, and things are so smooth, but also like not really high budget enough to make it as smooth as it is in the real show.
Yeah.
It looks very awkward. That you should check out the There's this new Pokemon movie coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Me?
yeah. It's like it's kind of looks like clay animation. It's very stop motiony, the animation they're doing with it, and that looks great.
I think
Like,
it's already out.
Yeah, I believe it. I don't know anything about it. I think I saw an advertisement.
I've been meaning to watch it. It looks good. It looks so cute.
It looks so cute.
Wait, new Pokemon movie. New Pokemon movie.
Failure. What can
the one that we saw on Netflix?
reason
Like it was like
be? I think it is Netflix. Yeah, I'm not sure. I wonder if the world's to blame. I wonder if it could be me. Bow, bow, bow. I'm always chasing rain. Oh. My schemes are just like all my dreams. And in the sky.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Concierge. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was stop motion. Yeah.
Right, it wasn't not a digital effect. Like they
No,
actually
we
did
like
it stop
saw
motion.
pictures of the studio. It's real flocking. Yeah, it looks so good.
I bring that up because it's like I just like the jerky, low frame rate animations, and we can go for just the lowest frame rate animation possible in this sequence.
Sounds interesting. Ah, loopers. Whoopa loopers. Cute. Thinking then this guy could turn into a little droplet. See, I feel like animation, or at least like seeing like Paloma's work, is all about like one thing turning into another thing. like it's all about like the transitional frames.
Yes, that's like the that's the what do you call like little? That's the flip book style of animation.
Yeah. What you got? You got gold. Oh, guys, look, she's beautiful. That's why. Yeah, nice. What's the bog look like anyway? Bubbling bog. Bubbling. Cool. Oops, that's the wrong color. Then a left hand draws its body further through the tunnel.
Oh, I was Ian, when we were talking about this song on Discord today, I was trying to think of an Eminem song, and it's When I'm Gone. It's the first part of When I'm Gone, when he's like, "Have you ever loved someone so much you give an arm for?" Not the expression, no, literally given.
Well, that's the one with the do 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 do.
That's so funny. That's
that tune that I thought that I invented while actively singing that at karaoke.
Because that's what I was thinking of. Like, do you ever feel like your whole life you've been crawling down a narrow dark tunnel? Then like another line that's like,
not the impression of literally a long dark tunnel.
Yeah. Do you feel that way? Because literally you are crawling in a narrow dark tunnel. That's to find.
Okay, so we're going Chasing Rainbows meets When I'm Gone.
When I'm Gone. To find that song, I typed into Google, do you ever feel like literally song? And it worked.
That makes sense. You're making mommy cry. Why? Why is mommy crying? Baby daddy ain't leaving no more. Daddy, you're lying. It's a really good song. Baby, we're in Sweden. How did you get to Sweden? That's my favorite lyric.
I want to put my bum on the Sweden.
Yeah. Yeah, the never-ending parallels between the intersection of Tom Green and Eminem.
Did you like
That's where I want to live.
The new title for the Jonathan blog?
I didn't catch it.
It is the new title is Eternity, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Intersection of Art and Technology. I don't know if you can see, my camera's gonna appear.
Lower it.
One sec, I can't.
You're just showing me. You're showing me the blank corner. Just lower the book. There we go. What do you? I don't actually know what you're doing. I mean, this is a cute. I mean, this is a cute thing, regardless.
I was trying to use a paper by taking like existing images from that we had of like previous versions of Eternity and making like a book of it.
Okay.
Remember I talked about like an Eternity book a long time ago?
Yes.
That's what this is essentially.
Oh, okay.
But it was like, it's like low, like I just want to try my perfect binding machine out, and because it's sitting in my studio and I'm losing my studio in a few months, and I want to have you. Oh, they're selling out the building from under us, or like rather, someone bought the building in March, and so they have sold it. The new people took over, and they plan on making it condos, essentially, I think. So all the artists, it's funny because they started like it's nice because it was always leaking and stuff, and people were textile artists, and it was getting all over their like sensitive materials. And they finally like started patching the roof when the new people took over, and they made us all get like insurance for like the year, and now they're like, actually, we're not renewing. And I'm like, wait, I'm paying for insurance now on top of my rent.
Damn.
But I'm just gonna hopefully be able to cancel my insurance when they stop letting me go there. But it's fine. Like I wasn't like I wanted to add a room onto the trailer so that we could have a bedroom in the same half of the trailer as that we live. And then make the bedroom we currently use just a studio room, like more of a messy studio room.
More of a messy studio room.
Yeah, like remove all this like paper and stuff out of our like day-to-day workspace.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So you mean what you want is to make your current studio not a messy studio room, is what you're saying.
Exactly. I don't want to have a computer. My digital art studio, I want it a little cleaner, or at least like not. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I wanted to use the big heavy stinky machine before the summer's out, so I started working on that. Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna add what's the plan to add a whole room?
With Dad next year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It was kind of inspired because so my sister said he can't, or like, so my dad, yeah, it's very funny. My dad doesn't want to see the baby right away. He has this like aversion to seeing the baby, and he was really trying to get his trip. So the baby's being born in September. And then
your sister's baby?
Yeah, my sister's baby. Yes, I'm not pregnant. But my sister's baby was born in September, and he was trying to convince my sister to build another building in their backyard, like a separate bedroom or a separate office for her. And she was like, well, I'm not really like that. And he wanted to do that when we were doing the St. John's thing, like in February. And Emma was just like, well, that's not really our priority right now. But thank you. And so now my dad's like, I need a project.
Okay.
He was like, okay, I want to build an addition on your house. And I was like, oh, it's not a rush with us. Like we have other like making the rest of the trailers a bit like more important to us than like making more space, like kind of like fixing up the space we have. But yeah, he just really wants to build an addition, and you know what? Fine. Fine. If yeah, so it doesn't have to happen, but if it does happen, that's what the plans are. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, and it would be nice to have a slightly warmer bedroom. You know what? Yeah, it would be.
Your bedroom's cold?
Well, right now because it's like at the end of the house, it's very like our like schedules, like, okay, so we heat, in the morning we're like heating just that room, which has like 3 exterior walls, so it is like cold, and so we have to just like then we heat that one, and then we open up then we like go to the rest of the house, and it's like, oh, it's cold in the opposite corner of the house because that's where all of our like food stuff is. And then once we heat that area, then we move into the middle of the house, and by that point it's like already cooled down.
Yeah.
And
damn.
we could of course like just have all the heaters blasting on at the same, and we do have like like we're getting a new stove and stuff put in, and have a different we're getting this like or we have like a ceramic heat control thing too, that'll like also kind of collect heat overnight and then release it throughout the day. So But more so also, it'd be nice to just have all the living stuff in one half and then all the like working stuff in the other half of the trailer, and like have it very like divided for like both mental and efficiency, mental health and efficiency.
I didn't advertise that this was going to be a tiny home vlog.
I'll be right back.
And I should have. Just think of all the people who would be watching this.
Yeah, they would really like it.
What object are you driving now?
What object am I driving now?
Yeah.
I'm driving a person crawling through the tunnel, but it's the opposite direction now. So that it kind of can go from like.
Nice. I like it. I see.
Yeah. So it turns from like there to the person driving through the tunnel, and then it's this group of identical gaunt men. Ragged gaunt men.
Ragged gaunt men.
Would you make some more tea?
Yeah, on it.
Unless we have do we have iced tea?
Yeah, we do.
Do 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 do. Okay, there's storyboard 1. So here I'll read it over. So
Wait till Ian comes back.
wait till oh sorry. Oh, it's just some cool. There we got some cool spam.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cool spam. Hazardous insuffice. More like hazardous and insufferable. But at least it's pushed Ian's inappropriate comments off the. Now we can't see it anymore. Phew. Or would you make it so that I can drink it? Doo-doo-doo. Where will he get back? Are you, Ian?
The nice thing about cum pig is that it is not actually offensive to anyone. Like if you do identify with being a cum pig, you love being called a cum pig,
Yeah.
and if you don't, it's not like being called a cum pig hits you where it hurts or feels.
You're just like, I don't really identify with that, and it just kind of falls off me.
Yeah. If someone just screamed, "You're a fucking cum pig," you'd probably laugh. I mean, like you'd probably like you'd think back to it fondly. I think. Like,
I mean, depends on the screamer. There are
yeah, but concoct like it was like your father. I don't know. Like,
no, I'm thinking of there was like a special screamer in Regina, Saskatchewan. That would because we live by the park, so which is beautiful, but yeah, we live by the Wisconsin Park. So then there was a man who would like who was like clearly a Tourette's type reaction because it was just all bad words. And he would just pass by us screaming like really terrible words all the time. And it was like, even though you knew it was something he couldn't help, it was just really intense because it's at like the top of his lungs. So I mean, I wouldn't think I mean, I'm laughing. Perhaps it is somewhat fondly because I'm laughing at this moment where I'm like thinking about it.
With him, it sounds like even if he was yelling non-swears, it would probably also be hurtful. If he was yelling, "Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best." I'm sure he could make that painful.
Got a straight rise. Yum. This is a nice iced tea. It has like cinnamon, apple, lemongrass, rooibos, as well as lavender in it, and it's really nice. And check that, I'm using my souvenir of Toronto mug.
Oh wow, you miss it.
Yeah, the Toronto skyline, and I miss it without the CN Tower.
Went to the island 2 nights ago and was fondly looking at the Toronto skyline.
Hey, this must be one of those poisonous cups that Maya talked about, because if it's built or if it's made before the CN Tower existed, probably is.
Yeah, probably. But I think it's in the. Does it matter if it's on the outside? I don't know. I didn't care about any of that. I want I'll drink out of a poison cup. Yeah. Hey, life's a poison cup. Am I right?
I assume it would be on the. Yeah, I assume it would only be if you're like making contact with the decorations, which I guess we do.
I saw how you licked at the outside of it.
I love, that's why it doesn't say Toronto anymore, because that's where it would say Toronto. With the gold.
You just licked it off.
I love Toronto that much. Okay, I was gonna go over the story because I have to create a new file. So
show us what you got.
First 4 sentences. So first it's darkness, and then it's a heartbeat interrupts the darkness, and with it a brief visual flash of a right hand reaching out and dragging its owner's body through a narrow tunnel. Hand. I don't know. Can Ian even see this? If he's watching the stream, right?
Yeah, I got the stream open.
Okay, cool. So yeah. And so here, owner's body. The heart beats again. Oh, did we go dark? No. So it was gonna be the heart beats again, and then like squishes the little body, turns it into a shape that is an exploding bubble in a bog. With the bridge sort of rotating through perspectives of it.
Ooh,
With
spooky.
each beat, the following visuals appear in sequence. So then the bridge transfers to the tunnel, shape of the tunnel, and then that left hand comes through the tunnel, and then that's it for that. So yeah, that's just a few.
Nice. Probably add in a full butthole, you know?
What is a full butthole?
Yeah, you know, you can see a little cheek there. I mean, I just really go full.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, he's wearing a suit. There we go. Now let's make a second template. Now let's enter this guy. So now it goes to the stands. I'm just gonna hide that. Clipping mask, drop down, start filling up. So that, whatever that shape will then turn into, like, this shape. So it's like a square, so it could become like, or it's like this shape. So it could become the shape of a stand's glasses. Or, yeah. Like this like tunnel shape.
Yeah.
And then like you see there's Gaunt Stan.
I only see a blue screen.
You only see blue?
Oh wait, mate, you might be behind if you're watching the stream.
Yeah. If you
Oh, yeah.
you have audio on Discord, but then visuals on stream.
I'm not sharing the visuals. I'm only sharing through the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing Stan being drawn now. If I listened to the audio from the stream, I wouldn't be able to talk to you.
No, because you'd be behind.
Yeah.
That's what I was just checking, because I was gonna say otherwise.
I didn't. Everything else you said kind of vaguely lined up until that for some reason. Or lined up enough that it made sense in my head. Anything else that I didn't previously completely understand, now I know why. I'm just a look at the pictures guy anyways. Sick. Yeah, I'm wondering now, and it didn't occur to me when writing the script, but I kind of wonder the player recognizing Stan from the intro.
Like later? Like later when
Well, it'll come like immediately after, right? Because Stan's the first conversation. So
yeah.
if these stands look like our NPC stand, then they'll probably be like, yeah, I think that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, well, you could like maybe because it's kind of a dream sequence, it doesn't have to be like necessarily like it could be that you're just like, huh, a vaguely familiar person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like I'm not saying they'll be able to draw any conclusions, but they'll be
Yeah.
like, because the intro will be just like extremely mysterious and again about like setting a tone of mystery. That will be the first thing. Like I think what it potentially communicates to the player is like those images are of things that will be in the game. Like that's it. There's no more, because it's not like there's actually a story-based connection there. It's just sort of like a kind of paying attention to the details is worthwhile. It's not just random.
Pay attention to the asymmetrical glasses.
Yeah.
Have I always been a failure? What can the reason be?
I was thinking, for the song, we could, we keep it literal, like I have it written now. We could jump between, like, a verse that's literally describing the things, mostly because I like the things that, like, I like the things in the script that you wrote, just the words.
What are you talking about?
In the song, we could keep it literal, like I have it now. I like the words. I just find the words that you'll have already work pretty well for song. We could jump between the words that you wrote in the script for the thing that Kat is writing right now.
Oh, the script for the storyboard.
Yeah. Words. Okay. They're just words.
When I say words, you should know what I'm talking about.
You're the writer after all. Whoa, the background changed. Oh, there, it's back again.
Well, now I'm just bringing the storyboard up first too. It's a heartbeat interrupts the darkness, and with it a brief visual. That's not a song lyric.
No, but there's like stuff in, like, I didn't include that in my song, unfortunately.
I'm just reading the whole thing and imagining these as song lyrics.
Yeah, it's because I was what was more it's the like, because the script itself goes between it's two scenes happening at once. It's like the thing that's happening and then what the intern is thinking about, or the remembering or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the remembering stuff is the evocative parts. So one thing we could do is we could do like one verse that's in the tunnel, and that could be more like the song from Has Been Hotel that we're referencing. Most of the lyrical content is her singing about her condition, or her reflecting on her current situation. You know what I mean?
These guys are naked when they're in the tunnel, aren't they? Like, it's like a birthing tunnel.
No. They're
I'd rather they be in the intern's.
There's multiple birthing tunnels. Like you're thinking of Americano when you go into the intern testing facility out of intern purgatory. There's a birthing tunnel. There's like a room that fills up with water.
Yeah.
When you're leaving, and that's how you get to, for you in the game, it was getting to intern testing facility. No, sorry, it was to get to your intern common room, and then in game versions, in text-based game stuff, there was, because I did before I made the text the game for intern testing facility, there was just a Twine game version of intern purgatory, and in that the same thing happens that happened to you in the role-playing game, but it goes straight to intern testing facility. So a closet fills up with water, and then you go through this birthing sequence and you come out naked, and there's a fresh coverall hanging up in this room for you. But this time you're leaving intern testing facility, and you're crawling. You after your brand gets approved, you just crawl through a tunnel. So you get to keep you show up as you are. I think in theory, your unconscious form just appeared in the basement of the Kano, and Monica was there and plopped you down for your first shift and then disappeared. Or there's some process that makes you ready to work at a coffee shop. You get just transported to the.
It's not that you emerge through a hole in the ground and then suddenly you're inside the Americano kiosk.
Well,
Arms and legs.
They do now.
I think it could definitely be that, Jonathan. For some reason, right now I'm just imagining, because it's also kind of implied that you like black out and wake up. So it's implied that because they're not connected, it's implied that something could have happened in between. I do want, something lyrically, and I'm happy to be responsible for contributing this lyric, like to more strongly like evoke the tone of the larger game rather than just this intro sequence. Mm-hmm. And like, that is like Americanotopia as like a hell that draws on sort of like the experience of the absolute utter meaninglessness of low wage labor that you show, like, it's like 9 to 5s that you show up for every day, but like not the office kind, like, very much the service kind, retail kind, all those, like something that really evokes that as a hell. It can be a romantic hell. Oh, look at that yummy monster with its silly feet.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like Hieronymus Bosch style.
Like Ben's tattoos.
Oh, does Ben have a Hieronymus Bosch tattoo?
I think he has multiple.
You gotta move your mic close to your mouth, Cathy.
Oh, sorry. Does Ben have Hieronymus Bosch tattoos?
Ian,
yeah, I heard that.
You were legible, or you were audible, but maybe not legible. I was for inspiration for the intros. I was also thinking about like anime intros. Like they're usually anime intro songs are usually just like a vibe. Like the song conveys a vibe poetically.
You mean the one that I sing?
Give me a specific anime intro.
I'm the only one I know that I've seen the subs for many times that I can think of is like Evangelion.
I remember how that one
do
goes,
do 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 do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Tabu dore da 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 da. There's this I follow on TikTok, this like acapella, is really good like acapella singer who does anime intros. He always starts it off like, what if this, and previews the song, was made only with the sounds of the human mouth, and then just like builds it one line at a time. So it'll be like dong 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 dong, and then when the melody finally hits, like he'll lay the harmonies first, and then the melody will be the last thing, and it'll always be like, oh yeah. I don't know his name or anything. I plug him on this stream.
So this like intro sequence will be like the very last thing I do.
Well, you're doing it right now.
But I mean like finishing it.
Yeah, but we can use this
agree.
for now.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, it's the same way. Like anytime you make a sketch, we can use it as a placeholder.
Throw it in there. So then that would, if we were going that route more, then I would say we could keep if you see the lyrics doc that I have, we could keep the first 4 lines because they're kind of in line with what you're saying too, Ian, of like, the being stuck in a long dark tunnel could be like a lead up to that's like, metaphor for low wage service industry jobs.
I'm gonna find this lyric file again. One sec. I don't have it in front of me. Get you some lyrics. You're using the same document, right?
Yeah.
You ever feel your whole life you've been crawling down that works. That's totally evocative, with nothing to keep you company but the sound of your beating heart. Hand over hand reaching forward, dragging you to who knows where. You don't know when it ends and you can't remember the start. Yeah, that's great. That works.
So then we would So then what one thing I was saying we could do is like alternate between a verse that's more like evocative of the mood and the vibe, like that one was, and then something that's like listing off things that you're seeing, more descriptive, or we could just do like write more of the evocative lines.
Could you tell me what the human with the the statue of a frozen human with an emerald eye is?
So sorry, Kat, ask that one more time.
Could you just change it just because
Yeah,
I'm here
no, not at
now.
all.
Endless fog swirls around a statue of a frozen human with an emerald eye. What is that again? Like that's just something in the garden?
No, it's in the fog. So if you remember the part of the intern testing facility where you do like the like kind of obstacle course thing against another intern, and the end of it you walk through like this foggy doorway, and then you're lost in a fog forever. It's one of the places you can actually die in the game. And then if you find the way out, there's like a statue with it's the brand element that's the glowing thing. Where can I? I'm just gonna see if I can. What kind of what?
What kind of human is it?
It's a good question. Let me see if there is a description.
Oops.
What's that program called again? Yarn Spinner. Yarn Editor. I'm just going to look at the source text. You see a twinkle of emerald off in the distance. Follow the emerald twinkle. Oh, I died.
Oh man.
Hey, you wrote this. Oh wow, we lost someone on the stream. Was it you?
What?
Who was we lost a stream viewer?
Oh
Thank you for
man.
watching.
You stumble through the fog, blind for your emerald guide. Finally, you close the distance on the twinkle you sought. There is a man standing in the fog. No, not a man, just a statue of one. He looks more lost than you, but less disturbed by his state. His eye is the source of the emerald twinkle. You reach out to touch it, and your head is filled with the idea of knowing the best thing to do in a situation, but not doing it. Is that enough information?
Yeah, so I don't need to make it I don't need to make it particularly something. It sounds.
No, it's not a specific character.
Yeah. Endless fog, left hand climbing towards the light.
But he has to look more lost than you, but less disturbed by his state. Can you draw that? Can you draw that?
I don't know if I want to draw that. Jeez.
Picturing being like a customer asking for a custom.
After when you draw this guy, Kat, then we can try singing through what I have so far as you scroll through the images. Want to try that?
Well, I have 2 files if that's okay.
Yeah, one for each verse. I can do a solo in between as you switch files. Solo will be like this.
do you want me to start from the beginning, like with the other one?
Sure. Did you draw the foggy guy yet?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
here.
cool. Nice.
So here's the other one. First one.
Did your favorite Has Been Hotel song change after you finished the series?
No. Oh.
I believe you
Nice.
said yours was Loser.
I like Loser, baby. Yeah, I still like
Yeah.
that was my favorite.
My favorite is while you were sent to radio, we pivoted to video.
Really?
Medium
is getting bloody rare.
I did not think
I was
that.
singing it. You like the TV Demon song?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I usually skip the Alistair songs just because I don't find the radio voice works for.
good.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't get the They're good though. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But I don't listen to them as much because he's got a couple of songs in the pilot too, right?
I love the dad song with Alistair. I think that one's good. That's like my second favorite. Oh well, I guess no. I
the
like
dad song
Hell
with
is
Alistair.
Forever.
Oh, the one where they're having
Hell
a
is
daddy
Forever.
off.
Yeah, looks like you got looks like you need a bit of help from the big bad boss of Hell.
Yeah.
So dumb.
You
So,
love
do you
the
want a chocolate fountain?
Wow, is this consistent with your taste in other musicals as well? Like, is your favorite Aladdin song like "Never Had a Friend Like Me" instead of A Whole New World?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
fascinating.
Because it's like all the Herod songs, right? Like the Herod, like it's like the silly, it's like the
Yeah.
campy song.
Yeah.
I like the campy songs always.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good to know.
There was a name for it that Jonathan called it when there's like the piano.
Jonathan.
When there's the piano,
Like
ragtime. Is that
maybe
that
maybe
applies to Herod, but not the other ones.
Yeah, not the other song. I don't know. There's like a corny, like they're corny. I like the really corny ones.
And the thing that first just comes to mind is from that "Never Had a Friend Like Me" somewhere. It goes like,
Oh, you're.
bow,
Yeah,
bow,
yeah.
what a da, bow, bow. Oh, you ever had a friend like boo, 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 boo.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that was definitely my favorite song as a kid. I remember, like, I think my sister and I would like mimic that part of it.
Mm.
We
do
should,
you want me to go through the?
yeah, totally.
But for if you're preparing for karaoke, Ian, for Has Been Hotel karaoke, I will duet any of those songs with you, any of the roles, except I have to be Husk for the Loser Baby song.
That is sort of a duet.
Yeah. Well, someone has to sing a coked up cocksucking hoe. Someone has
Yeah.
to say that line.
Wouldn't that be the song that is the least in your range though? The Loser song?
is.
It's like
Yeah, I
it's the
can't sing
only
it all.
baritone song.
Yeah, I can't sing it at all. I sang it up the octave, but like I have to sing it in the same
Oh, yeah.
whatever range. Like,
But you'd have to sing it up 2 octaves to be able to.
Like I sing it like I'm singing Angels. Like it's the same.
Yeah.
There's no contrast.
So
between
things
the
look
two.
bad and your back's against the wall.
Yeah.
The whole existence fucking hopeless.
Yeah.
I was trying to teach Maya the harmony for the father-daughter song.
Oh, that's maybe my least favorite song. I think
Yeah.
simply because it's father-daughter. I don't care.
Yeah, fair enough.
I love Lucifer as a character. Like I love the sad dad character.
I love wash-ups so much. They always especially when and this is maybe the only guy I was talking about this with Maya yesterday. The only kind of wash-up in any sort of adventure story is always a very powerful wash-up, like someone who could save or change the world but cannot because of only their mental barriers. Like that's favorite character archetype.
Yeah, my daughter wants to talk to me. Take that, depression.
Yeah.
Best song of the show. With the rubber ducks going everywhere. And his short king character design I find extremely endearing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll do this little tour for you, Jonathan.
Yeah. Okay. Here. Sorry that you can't see it live, Ian.
What if I just start singing the dad off instead over your?
Over my dead body.
Oh, Egretz is also Ygretz is also streaming as Cozy Friday stream making art for a game. That's cute. Good to see. I hope that's the grant that I helped. I hope she's making the game that I helped her get money for. So it's a heartbeat interrupts the darkness.
Here, wait. I can maybe share it to Ian. So let me try this. There, now you can see and watch live in Discord, Ian.
Haha, looks like you could use some help from the big boss of hell himself. Check out Daddy's glowing reviews on Yelp. 5 stars, flawless, greater than great. Oh, with the punch of a pentagram, I whap bat boom, alakazam. It just really is like friend like me song.
Yeah.
I tried to sacrificial lamb. Then also I like the part where it's like, who needs a busboy now that you've got the chef?
Who needs a busboy now that you've got the chef?
Wow. Michelin tasting free a la carte. Yeah, that's like this. It's so tough. It's the best song.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go to the first scene. Oh wait, sorry. I have to.
The first scene is a
Yes.
dark panel.
Sorry, let me just focus on your. Okay. Do you ever feel like your whole life you've been crawling through a narrow, dark tunnel with nothing to keep events a little bit, with nothing to keep you company? It's the sound of your beating heart, hand over hand, reaching forward, dragging you to who knows where. You don't know where it ends. You can't remember the start. Do you want? And now, oh great. Occasionally, quite suddenly, you see flashes of things from the past, like a bridge cutting through an endless bubbling bog. Or a group of I don't know if this is next.
No, then it goes back to the hand.
Okay.
So it does, and we can change it.
Yeah.
But then here's the group.
A whap bam boom alakazam.
Yeah, just add in that part there. or a group of identical gaunt men with curly hair and asymmetrical glasses. An emerald eye.
Goes back to the hand. Emerald. Nope, there's pyramids first.
Oh yeah, I didn't put that in yet.
Pyramids transition to the emerald eye though.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Got to put somewhere in the song just for Cat, just to sort of like boom bappa bappa bappa
I also like you know when the song is like oompa 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 ba oompa 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 ba.
That happens for sure in Hell's Greatest Dad.
Yeah, cool. Because not enough songs are doing that.
That's literally the backing track. I'm pretty sure. And then it's like
That's definitely it.
From the big boss of hell itself.
Jonathan, maybe that's your and mine duet.
That's because there's not enough songs that are doing the oompa oompa nowadays.
Who's been here since day one? Who's been faithful as a nun? Makes you chuckle with an old-timey pun. Your executive producer. I'm your guy, your day-to-day, your chum, your steadfast hotelier. Remember when I fixed that clog today? That's Alistair's part.
Yeah, that's so good. I was stuck. Thank you, sir. I'm truly honored that we've built such a bond.
You're like the child I wish that I had.
Oh, what? You could almost call me Dad.
What, do you want to try writing more lyrics to this next, Ian? Sometime in your life?
Sure, yeah. I will never I'll never do a live writing stream just as long as we're clear out. Like you can give me anything to write and I will write it, but I won't do it during a meeting or
Yeah. It's not really
my
it's not really possible.
my brain doesn't. Well, I don't know, maybe some people could. Like some people like I find they can outline stuff collaboratively, but I just find my brain doesn't work in terms of writing. I just need to kind of shut off everything else.
Yeah. It's not something I see done.
How much what are we picturing the length of this? We're getting a does anyone have a feel for that? I mean, I know that I wrote the thingy, but it's like now that Kat's sketching it out, Kat, are you picturing it lasting any specific duration?
I've never made an animation before, and I've never really done this. I guess the last thing, the only thing that I can compare it to is the time that I did the Tough Guy Mountain anime with the Maya Ben David. And how long did that last?
Good question.
I mean, generally with like scripts for animated things, like a page is about a minute. But since these are all references to stand still images, like the amount of duration they last is
I'm dropping this video in the there's over 1,000 views of this video. It's 1 minute and 35 seconds.
But I don't know what another anime another animated thing has. Dooba 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 doo.
Doop 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 doop.
Is this Evangelion music in it? Or it's the One Punch Man song?
Oh yeah, it is one. Yeah, do 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 do. Yeah, that's when he like finally decides to fight.
I started reading the comic. It's quite fun.
If you want to do a has-been trio, the you didn't know, you could probably like one person could be the angel girl. I don't know her name. One person could be Charlie. Then the other person could be like the Sarah and Adam.
The other the two seraphims.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. So Adam, Charlie, and the angels.
I mean, I think the one who sings the most is the child angel.
Correct.
And Charlie sings probably second. I think it would be everyone would have a lot to sing.
Nice. And it all would be very fun. How does Maya feel about being Tough Guy Mountain's second artist in residence?
Who was the first?
I think Sam.
Oh yeah.
When you hung out I feel like he had two artist residencies. One Or was that just consecutive that he started living with you in Glen Lake and then he was living with you at John Street?
Well, I saw he wasn't. I don't think he was ever living with me at Glen Lake.
Maybe just like visiting for a while while Jonathan was gone or something. I thought there was a period where he was over. But, like, well,
No, it was all the Drake.
Oh.
Oh, but he might have slept over while we were doing the Drake thing. That might be what you're
Jonathan
thinking
and
of.
I were gone in Halifax. We were visiting your family, Jonathan, while that Drake thing happened the first week of it or something.
I think. I mean, I do have vague memories of Sam being at Glen Lake. I don't know if he slept over or not, but. How are Forged and Fable rehearsals going?
Great.
Yeah.
Chill.
We're blocking now.
Cool.
I might skip to this from this guy. Yeah, we're blocking. Still a lot to do.
Goes up at the end of August. Is that true?
Yeah, August 24th or 3rd or 24th and 5th. But yeah, confident that if everybody's giving it their all the whole summer, then it'll be fine. We have Ariel as Ian, who seems to be really stoked to help me with props and costumes and some of the. There's this whole component that's shadow puppetry that's going to be recorded ahead of time, which is kind of. It really feels like it's totally out of scope of what the project is, but.
Right.
I had this meeting.
Is there just not the bodies to do it live, or
why
is it recorded ahead of time?
It would just be so complicated to do it live. So we're pre-recording. We're gonna do it pre-recorded, but even some of the video editing, I think there's gonna have to be some favors called in, because it's just there's just a lot of Robin and Liam, it seems are kind of working all the time this first month. So hopefully they don't work quite as much next month, because they're working Monday. They're just so burnt out already.
What makes it so complicated?
The shadow puppets?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Well, I just don't know. I mean, maybe they need a guy like you whose bread and butter is puppetry.
I mean, to me, I don't know anything about how the puppets work, but usually something like shadow puppets is done to create the simplest live performance possible. So the idea of it being turned into a digital thing and becoming really complicated sounds like a gosh darn mess.
Yeah. Well, I have no clue how to do shadow puppets live or recorded, but I know how to build the puppets. So I'm just I was just the scope of the puppets. It's I don't think it's a question of bodies. I think for me it was more of a question of well, have they done this sort of thing before? Because I can make them the puppets, but I'm not going to be able to
puppet
take
them
over the action.
Yeah.
Them, yeah. And then
I mean, I remember you shared some images of it, but with that, I don't have enough information to have a strong opinion. But if it was me, I would do it live and just keep it really simple, because shadow puppets should be the simplest thing ever. Just they have controlled with 2 sticks and move an arm or a leg, and
cool. I think we need to. We would want to have somebody dedicated to it, which we don't.
Are the puppets happening constantly?
No,
that they kind of want them. They want them in between acts.
So it could. I just mean that we would need to have somebody whose job was just thinking about the puppets. If you want to come here and do that,
I don't.
It's easy. It'll be because kind of just figuring it out. figuring it out beforehand and then filming it and then just like projecting the video files.
Yeah. I just find that always falls so flat in theater, like unless the projections are incredibly like expensive and detailed.
Yeah.
Projections usually it's like, you know, you can try to make them as bright as possible, but versus like 2 stage lights cast into a puppet is like the easiest thing and gives a big dramatic blurry effect. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. I have no more thoughts on it.
We haven't done it like we made one of the puppets. We haven't tested out like performing with it yet. So maybe once we test out performing with it, it'll be like, oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
This is fun and we could do this easy.
Another great, I mean, especially projections versus shadow puppets, you don't have to get in focus. It's just you like move them further away from the light. It just changes their size. It's also a question of stage depth, right? Because if you don't have
it's a very deep stage.
Oh, then yeah, do it live. It's so easy.
Okay. Are you willing to like tell people how to do it?
It's not like there's nothing to tell, right? Like it's like I think if as soon as you had the light and the screen, you just be immediately like, oh yeah, right. I just hold it up in front of the light.
Yeah.
So what about my body? Where does your body
that's the only thing is just keeping your body out of the thing, or having it in it. That's like depending on what you want the effect to be.
Right.
You'd have body could be below the screen or to the side.
You're either but definitely not a complicated or difficult thing to do.
Yeah, maybe
is it the kind of play where everyone's on stage all the time?
No. Yeah. Like there are the bodies to do it. Because it is like an interstitial thing, kind of. The puppets are interstitial.
What does interstitial mean?
In between. Like space between.
Oh. Yeah.
I think it's really just having somebody who is like the puppet director.
Puppet master.
Like someone who would be in charge of the puppets during the live performance is what we're lacking.
Yeah.
Because Robin's like the director and the main character, so it just seems like there's a lot for her to do.
Then it should not be Robin.
Liam is the Liam's like the music director and an actor,
and
so
in the
he's
band.
also always doing.
What about Ian?
Ian is not the other Ian. Yeah, maybe Ian could get some like spectrum energy on it.
So hyperfocus.
Hyperfocus.
I mean, it's a cool kind of performance to do for an unskilled performer.
Yeah.
Despite my apprenticeship in puppetry, kind of the point of puppetry is that it's like the easiest. It's like, you know, it's the theater of the people. It's the thing that anyone can do. It doesn't really take skill. There's like always a range of like confidence and animation someone has with anything, but
we can wrap this up soon because Kat, you wanted to get to the beach.
I do want to get to the beach. And
you
have to chop up some. Here, let me just finish. Oh, actually,
you have to chop your dick off, Jonathan.
Yeah.
It's that day.
The vasectomy days finally occurred.
No, full. Not even vasectomy anymore.
Just full castration.
Yeah, I mean it grows back every night, so you kind of have to manage the weeds.
Oh gosh, imagine like having to like dispose of various peni discarded among
Yeah, your latest bad reputation with the neighbors is that you just leave penises all over severed penises all over the front lawn. Jamie wants to clean them up, but you won't let him.
We're like that's they're rhizomatic, right? They'll spread when you cut them. Try to get rid of them, they just spread more.
Your other neighbor might get upset if that's what you use the hole for in the back next to his property.
Yeah, big time.
I thought
Bubbling
because I'm
chemical
older,
bath.
it's Milo to shoulder.
What's the bubbling chemical vats? Is that the dump?
That's the dump, yeah. When you walk into, before you get out on that body of water, there's just like on the same place. If you remember, intern Blue Capsule as a barista in this like museum and the chamomile factories. There's also just like, it's like, yeah, because like the olive intern testing facility at one point was the dump. Like it was just it was like where brand waste, where the waste from brand processing went to. And was treated in various capacities. So when you and then in intern testing facility, the game, you can go down. That's where you find one of the brand elements is like with Frine in a vat on the way out. So
the fish, he's like
yeah,
a flat fish.
Yeah, bottom feeder.
Let's see. Oh, actually, we're almost done this. The forest, then bubbling chemical vats.
I just Googled bottom feeder for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And this amazing bottom feeder Toontown corporate clash wiki fandom image. And one sec, I'll share it in the chat. It's so good.
We talking Steam or sorry, Twitch or
I don't think I can share images on Twitch, can I?
Yeah, let me.
I was just gonna put it in
Yeah, sure.
The chat for streaming.
Whoa! Wow. Oh yeah, you couldn't share something like that. Wow, that's a fandom.
Yeah, I don't know what Toontown is, but I love this character. He's beautiful.
He's called Bottom Feeder.
I guess, yeah. Gonna give one more. Dark corporate clash bottom feeder.
How many chemical vats are there? Many. Oh, there's many.
There's many, yeah. He's a tier 1 law bot. Hungry for laugh, the bottom feeder is at the bottom of the law bot corporate ladder. Bottom feeder shared the same head mesh as the corporate raider and the tightwad. Bottom feeders are the only law bot with a fat body. A bottom feeder is an individual who takes an opportunity at the expense of others. It also represents that the individuals at the bottom of their respective corporate ladder. That's whatever. That's all I've learned from the Tooniversal Studios wiki.
Is it it's from Looney Tunes. He's a Looney Tunes extended universe.
Oh.
No, I'm asking.
No, I don't know. No, I have no idea what. I don't think it has anything to do with Looney Tunes. That's something I don't know. It's like I think it's like an online Tooniversal studio. I'll search what that is. It's there's a website called Tooniversal.com. Oh, thank you, Maya. You want to say hi to your friends?
Hi, Maya.
This one said, Kat said, hi, Maya.
Hi. Wow, that drawing?
Yeah, we were just talking about this thing called, I was looking for, actually, I was talking about your old Frine character, and I looked bottom feeder, and this guy came up.
Wow, he's really iconic. He's really good.
Up here.
Poof.
So there's a video game
by Walt Disney.
that you can just Tooniversal.com, and it's download for Windows. Tooniversal is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Co. and or the Disney Interactive Media Group. Tooniversal is an entirely free game funded solely by their team.
Okay, sounds good.
It's a free-to-play private server of Disney's Toontown Online. So it's like a bunch of Disney fans made this, I'm guessing.
Whoa.
Can you ask them if they know about?
You can ask them whatever you want. They can hear you.
Oh, do you guys know the philosopher? What's his name?
Hegel.
Hegel. You know Hegel?
Hegel.
Yeah.
I know all
What
about
about him?
Personally, very well.
A bunch of so-called Hegelian e-girls are coming to the YouTuber studio today, and I'm scared to meet them. How can I impress them?
Ah,
Learn what the dialectic is.
Learn what the dialectic is. That's
Talk
like
to-
his whole thing. That's like
Yeah.
the intro. That's what they learn in philosophy schools, is Hegelian dialectics.
Okay, that's it.
Just Google it.
And materialism.
Oh, and Jonathan says, and materialism.
I hope that I want to watch a YouTube video, a 2-minute YouTube video.
You probably can.
Okay.
there's 100%.
He's like one of the most famous
Guys.
philosophers ever.
I feel like we should gatekeep the word e-girl. You can't just throw around the word e-girl. Am I right? Am I right?
We're getting more viewers because of this conversation right now.
What?
Yeah, this is being live. This is going live to Twitch. Oh wait, can they hear on Twitch? Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
There's literally only one person that isn't us watching this, so
Okay, well, I hope it's not one of the e-girls.
it's all of them. They're all watching from one computer and they're all mad at you.
Girl, I don't know you yet.
I love Hegel.
Okay, I'm gonna let you keep working.
Okay, well we're actually just wrapping up, but
Mhm. Almost done.
That's tough
I've
though.
almost done like the whole thing, so I feel like I might as well just
Finish it? Yeah.
yeah.
It's tough though to, have to hang out with people that you have to impress by liking Hegel.
yeah.
What a world.
What a world is right. Can I share one more picture of an actual bottom feeder though? Where is it? Where'd it go? Just because look how beautiful this bottom feeder looks. Looks like the meaningful eye contact it's making. Do you want to just marry it? I shared it in the streaming chat.
Wow. Yeah, I love bottom feeders. They're super cute.
What about those bottom feeders? What about those really funny looking blobfish? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
those. I think they're adorable.
That's what I think of when I hear bottom feeder.
I always think of the algae suckers and the little tiny catfish, just because that's what we had as kids. Are blobfish bottom feeders?
They look like it.
They do look like it. But they were right, Sarah. They showed us a soul could improve. They are not very active, moving primarily to open their mouths when a source of food comes near them. They don't have either, only a partial backbone. They're gross. Blobfish bottom feeder. Is a blob. Yeah, they are bottom feeders. But frying is not a blobfish, okay? Frying is hot. I think one of the characters had sex with frying in our microscope game.
Frine. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Go, done.
Nice.
Did it all.
She showed us the soul can improve. He saw the light, Sarah. Checked all the boxes that you said would prove a person deserves a second chance. Now we turn our backs, no second glance. It's not as easy as you think. Not everything is spelled in ink. It's not fair, Sarah. Careful, Charlie. Keep a cool head. No, don't you care, Sarah? That just because someone is dead, it doesn't mean they can resolve to change their ways. Turn their page, escape infernal blaze. I'm sure wish it could be so. But there's a lot that you don't know. What are we even talking about? Some crackle who fucked up already. He blew his shot like the cocks in his mouth. This discussion is senseless and petty. And then we need to learn the harmony. And then someone can come in with Adam to sing with you, like, there's a question to be posed. He's unholy, case closed. Did you forget that hell is forever? A man only lives once. We'll see you in 1 month. Gotta say, I can't wait to come down and exterminate you. Wait, shit, what are you saying? Let me get this straight. You go down there and kill those porcel you didn't know. I guess cats out of the bag. What's the big deal? Sarah, tell me that you didn't know. I thought because I'm older, it's my load to shoulder. You have to listen. It was such a hard decision. I wanted to save you, the anguish it takes to do what was required. To think that I admired you, well, I don't need your condescension. I'm not a child to protest. Was talk of virtue just pretension? Was I too naive to expect you to heed your morals you're purveying? That's what the fuck I've been saying. And the best part, if hell is forever, then heaven must be a lie. If angels can do whatever and remain in the sky, the rules are shades of gray when you don't do as they say, when you make the wretched suffer just to kill them again. I was told not to trust in angels. By her? Ha, she should know. We should go. No, don't you see we've come so close? Look at them fighting. They're at each other's throats. Don't you act all high and mighty. Did you ever think your little girlfriend might be a liar? No, Adam, please. What's the fuss? Why hide the fact that you're an angel just like us? They give a big dramatic outro. Yeah, that's not my favorite song anyways. I'm just trying to play out the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we still have 2 very loyal viewers, me and you.
Those who stay for the end get a little musical theater reward.
Yeah. Just a hint at the musical theater reward to come with Americanatopia. I made 4 storyboard files. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool.
Sick. All right, have fun at the beach. What beach are you going to?
I don't know yet.
Has anyone responded?
Yeah, people are chatting.
Because you lost your main beach, right?
No, we just wanted to go to a beach that's closer to the people in Lake Mahone Bay, Martins Point.
But like Hurdles is still destroyed, right?
No, it's cool. Hurdles is okay.
Yeah, we don't swim on the beach part. Like we've been swimming in the ocean, so in the lagoon, not the ocean. So like the fact that the beach kind of has more rocks on it doesn't matter because we'll just go by these lagoons, which still have enough sand around them. which is really good.
Nice. Oh, I opened up my Instagram and look, it's your favorite TV show characters.
Wow.
Posing with
Frenchie.
Julian Wilding. Yeah. That's
Frenchie-
Julian in the
Frenchie
middle
is
of
my
the
favorite. I think Frenchie is my favorite character.
Even though he's bad right now, at the part where I'm at, even though he sucks.
Wow,
Yeah,
Kat,
no,
you
he-
didn't consider that, did you?
Well, he sucks, but he's like. I mean, I like the characters that are just human and stay human.
Right. I don't know anything about that. Okay,
Okay.
have fun at the beach.
We will.
Bye.